Martial arts and acting legend Chuck Norris has died. His family posted the news online earlier today. Norris redefined the role of the modern tough guy and action hero. Before starring in movies and television, he served in the U.S. Air Force, where he trained in martial arts while stationed in South Korea.
It didn't take long for Norris to succeed in the sport, becoming a 6-time undefeated world karate champion. And then in 1993, he took on his most famous role in Walker, Texas Ranger. His family described his passing as sudden. He was 86 years old. NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Melas joins us now. Chloe, just last week, Norris posted a video of himself boxing on his birthday.
So in great health.
Yeah, in great health.
Yeah.
What do we know about the circumstances of his death in Hawaii?
Right. So it appears that there was some sort of a medical incident, but then he was released from the hospital. He actually spoke to a friend, according to TMZ, and all seemed fine, like you said, also posting a video on his birthday, which you can see there at 86 years young. So this all appears to have happened very quickly. And as you can see in the statement from the Norris family today, you know, they're saying that they really want to keep things private around the circumstances right now, which is understandable. But 2 of his 5 children have released statements, one of which is Dakota Norris, who writes, "You've been the man I looked up to my whole life. Your generosity, your kindness, your courage, your integrity, your strength, your discipline, and your faith in the Lord." Also, Danielle Norris, she writes, "He may have a warrior exterior, but his heart was so full of love, and I'm so grateful. That is something that he and my mom passed down to me." And she said to call him my dad and be thankful for that is an understatement. And then Sylvester Stallone, I mean, Rocky himself, taking to Instagram, as you can see, he writes, "I had a great time working with Chuck. He was all American in every way."
It was so interesting hearing Danielle Norris also in that statement. She referenced his tenderness. And while, you know, we're learning how tender he was at home, to the world, he really defined Hollywood and martial arts in a unique way. Tell us about his legacy.
Sure. Well, I mean, in my house in Texas growing up, it wasn't possible as a child of the 80s and 90s to not see my dad on the weekend, having rented a tape from Blockbuster, and it was a Chuck Norris movie.
You're really bringing us back.
And some of those were Lone Wolf McQuade, Missing in Action, Code of Silence, and The Delta Force. I think he always had his shirt off, I think, in all of these movies. But a show that I used to watch of my generation, and perhaps yours, was Walker, Texas Ranger. And he really just brought the, true American type to the role. It was a show that ran for 9 seasons. And the joke in the unit today was that when Walker, Texas Ranger came on TV, you knew that, weekend cartoons were now over. That,
it was time to get down to business.
It was time to get down to business. So it's just wonderful to see these heartfelt tributes. And 86 is young, y'all.
Yeah.
It's the new 70s. So it's very sad to see him pass so quickly. And hopefully we'll know some more details soon. But obviously these tributes are continuing to pour out.
And Chuck Norris is so legendary. All of the invincible meme jokes that he inspired.
That started in 2004.
Yeah.
Conan O'Brien used to have the Chuck Norris lever on his show. And, it seemed like Chuck was a really good sport about the whole thing. I actually, one of my best friends growing up, her dad worked on the show and always said what a great guy Chuck Norris was. He was legendary. And it's also not just great to be a great actor, but a great human being and have a good reputation.
Sounds like he was by all accounts. Chloe Melas, thank you so much.
Thanks, Chloe.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.